Alright guys, so the last step that we're going to do in lighting our scene here is we're going to add a skylight, and what that's going to do for us is going to properly capture the lighting that we have in our scene, and it's going to project that onto our environment. What we're going to do is type in skylight over here, and you'll see we have a skylight here. We can just bring that out into our scene. What you can do a few different things here. If you have atmospheric clouds or an atmospheric, a sky atmosphere, you can link it to your skylight and have a real-time capture of the lighting in your scene based on the sky and the clouds and everything, which is nice. In our case, we have an HDRI texture, so automatically it's going to take our HDRI texture and it's going to light our scene using that texture. So if we go into our HDRI backdrop here, if we increase the intensity, you can see that the amount of light in our scene is also increasing. So if I increase this value, the light in our scene is increasing, but also the brightness of our background is also increasing. So what we can do to avoid that is, if we want, we can go into our skylight here. We can do, instead of SLS captured scene, we do SLS specified cube map. And then what we can do is find our HDRI texture, click it, and then hit this button and it will fill that in for us. We're able to modify some of these settings in here, so we can turn up the intensity of our skylight and it's not affecting the sky in the background. So, if we wanted to do something like 2 here, if for some reason we wanted to have a darker background, or maybe if we want to make the foreground darker and the sky brighter, we could, do like 0.05 or something like that, and now we're not affecting the HDRI backdrop, but we're still getting the same lighting from that backdrop. So that's another option here. But you do want to have a skylight in your scene. Just set this back to SLS captured scene. That's going to give us a good result there. So we'll set those values, and then what I also want to do is change our spotlight color. It's not matching the lighting in our scene, obviously, so to kind of fix this, what I'm going to do is go in here to this color, and I'm actually going to choose the color picker, and we're just going to pick something from the sky here, and that's going to give us something that's going to match our scene a lot better, as you can see. Now I can go back into lit mode, and I'm going to turn off this post-processing material. And now you can see we have a pretty nice looking scene here.